I have been hearing that people, even in my office, take bribes from people to bring people to see me. Can you imagine? But fortunately, recently we arrested one of them. He's alleged, according to the rules, I should not be accused that I'm saying something sub judice, which is in the court. He's alleged to have extorted shares and money from an investor who was coming from somewhere. He's now in court. So we are moving, we are going to get them. I have been hearing stories that there is a racket from the Minister of Finance to Parliament. To Parliament. I have been hearing, but now I have proof. Norecho ababi bafuje banange I have been hearing that from Minister of Finance, they arrange with the accounting officers of ministries to come to Parliament, working with some people there to provide certain funds, provided you take a share. I didn't believe this, but now I have proof. So therefore, really the corrupt are like the foreigners. You know, some of these foreigners don't know Uganda, don't know us. When you see them doing what they are doing, and those who support them, I'm very sorry for them because they don't know how strong we are. We are patient. We don't overuse our strength. But if you make a mistake, you will see. So I don't know how those who threaten us, this one, please, we are wasting your time. We are not going to move. Because we are sure, we are people of here, this is our land. We want nothing from anybody, so you are wasting your time. Don't come with the threat, you are wasting your time. Uganda is the land of martyrs, but not only martyrs, but also heroes. We are celebrating 2 days. Because the martyrs don't shoot back. But we are both martyrs, but also heroes. On the 3rd, we are celebrating Martyrs' Day. On the 9th, you remember 9th, you come. We shall be celebrating Heroes' Day. We are fighters. Nobody can play around here. So I feel really amazing that some of our people can join this corruption, knowing that we have the capacity to crush all this group. So now I have got proof that what I've been hearing as a rumor is actually true. So I don't know how we can arrange, what do you call it? Amnesty. Very good. So you want blood? Mother, I'm sorry. Kale katugende mu maaso. Public servants and political leaders that steal government money are corrupt and will be crushed. There are, however, other actors that get bribes from foreigners to work for foreign interests. These are both corrupt and traitors. And we are monitoring their activities. If they do not stop, and with evidence, we shall deal with them also. As part of fighting corruption, it is crucial to save the amateurish political actors who come into politics without knowing that leading people does not mean carrying them on your head. It means that you show them the way. The situation of inexperienced, careerist-minded leaders who do not listen to the advice of the NRM is further complicated by the bloodthirsty parasites in the form of the unregulated money lenders who charge extortionate interest rates from these desperate political actors when they come to borrow money for unuseful expenditures. I've already directed the Minister of Finance to cap the interest rates chargeable by money lenders. The inflation rate in Uganda is 3%. Why should the commercial banks charge 20% interest? How about the money lenders charging 36% or more? This is pure extortion. The PDM and the Myoga funds are going to become the poor people's banks, able to lend at 12% or less after 24 months. We are going, this PDM money, people are trying to sabotage it, but I can hear it is beginning to penetrate. People are beginning to understand it now. They are beginning, slowly, the villagers are beginning to appreciate. That's what I hear. The other source of corruption has been the fundraising that is borne mainly by the opportunistic politicians over-anxious to please parts of their electorate by pledging money for the fundraising that they do not have. We are due to meet to resolve this diversion. I agreed with the leader that we should meet and really discuss the issue of fundraising, because it is part of the pressure that makes leaders make mistakes. Uganda's economy and society are moving forward, the mistakes by some actors notwithstanding. I was reading some comments, especially in the Monitor. You know, Monitor is a mouthpiece of foreign interests here, the Monitor newspaper. Oh, talking about this, talking about this. There's one of them who was writing today. I glanced through, was saying that Uganda has low inflation by fortune. That is by fortune. Imagine. He doesn't want to say that NRM has managed the economy well. That's why inflation is low. That it is a mixer. It was fortune that we have got to low inflation. It's not fortune, it is planning. Monitor wana bambi mbasaside. But Monitor, the other time, I saw a cow talking. When you see a cow talking, then you know that Jesus is about to come. You showed me that picture of the Monitor. Abantu bange mutekero akamonitor ako. Bring it properly. Over the tune. Naye abalabe balina omulimo wano basabotagiwe enkuba eremye ate kati batasiga. Now Ugandans turn to local products to combat high cost of living. You remember our war with the importers. This was hold it there. This was Uganda Monitor newspaper. A cow talking. Saying that because we put tax on the imported products, imported dead people's clothes, and that rubbish from outside, that now Ugandans turn to local products. This was, which date was this? Huh? 30th of what? Of May. You people, you get, monitor etandise okwogera. A cow is talking. Because that's what we said. Why don't you buy the local textiles which are being made here? So Katonda jali aba monitor Katonda abayisemu okwogera ebyamazima. But otherwise they were trying to, thank you very much, you can move on. Otherwise, in today's papers, trying to say, oh, this one, but you listen carefully. I will conclude with that. Uganda's economy and society are moving forward. The mistakes by some actors notwithstanding. The foreigners interfering in our internal affairs are not a threat at all. There's no foreigner who can threaten us. No foreigner can threaten us. The real threat to Africa's progress have been internal weaknesses, such as undermining the private sector. I mean, 1972 when he expelled the Indians, and Museveni, 1970 when he announced the Nachivu announcements, interfering with the private sector. Wrong concept of army building, sectarianism, corruption, etc. Otherwise, Africa's ability to defeat the imperialists had been demonstrated by Samora Machel defeating the entire Portuguese army in Mozambique in 1974, Robert Mugabe and ZANU defeating the Ian Smith regime in 1980 in Zimbabwe, the Cuban army comprised mainly of black soldiers defeating the White Boer army at Quito Cuanavale in Angola in 1988, etc. So our armies defeated European armies in the 1970s. It is our internal weaknesses that have since that time given the impression that Africa is weak. NRM has correct philosophical, private sector-led efforts, ideological, the politics of interest and not identity and sectarianism, and strategic wealth creators and integration to create markets for their products position. That is why the economy is growing in spite of the betrayal by the parasites. With the crushing of the corruption, Uganda, given our overall correct positions, is unstoppable. Everything else is in place. What is the problem now is just corruption. In the budget speech, I will add some more information on this slide, saying that everything else is in place now. It is only corruption and a few other mistakes that can sabotage what we are doing. Therefore, the Right Honourable Speaker, I thank the Parliament for the following laws you passed since my State of the Nation address. Those laws are put in Annex 1. I put it as Annex 1 in this speech. In the coming year, the Executive will present the following bills to Parliament for enactment into law. I attached them as Annex 2. They will be attached to the speech. Finally, I want to salute the Speaker, the Deputy Speaker, and the NRM MPs. In the past, there was a risky and shallow tendency by some actors that would try to use Parliament to undermine the Ugandan revolution. which is part of the African Revolution. This, of course, was a miscalculation that was provocative, but we managed to handle it peacefully. Right Honorable Speaker and your team, I congratulate you for working harmoniously with the executive. Some of the foreigners are saying that Anita Mongo, because he doesn't undermine the executive, she's not a good speaker because she should be Okulemesa, government. Very risky miscalculation. In the recent budgeting process, Honorable Speaker, I congratulate you for working harmoniously with the executive. I also want to salute the judiciary. In the recent budgeting process, you came together and you were able to synthesize a rational and transparent budget for the country. I called these people. You know, these are like school children. That there is executive somewhere, then there is a parliament somewhere else, then there is judiciary somewhere else. They don't meet. Then this one budgets, then brings the other one. I said, but why don't you first agree together? You are all here in Uganda. Your address is here. Why can't you meet and you look at the whole budget? They came and they looked at it, and the budget they brought was harmonized by the three arms. They were able to see that we need this, we need that, we need that. So I want to thank the Parliament and the judiciary. In the recent budgeting process, you came together and were able to synthesize a rational and transparent budget for the country. The advice is you should make a distinction between mistake makers and dishonest people. Dishonesty is the worst. But making mistakes, especially for you, for many people who have not listened carefully, it's not. I wouldn't be surprised. That's why many times I try to help out groups who have made mistakes. But what I cannot tolerate is like this question of saying, we give money to this ministry, but we take a percentage of it as individuals. This is dishonesty. It's not a mistake. It's a crime. It's a betrayal. Or the ones who go abroad. These foreigners have been approaching our people. They all bring reports. Have been approaching our people. You go and make a bad report against the government of Uganda, and we shall give you an award. And the award will have so much money attached to it in Europe. I wish them good luck. That money of betrayal, we are following it up. We are following it up. They think that we are fools. I don't know why they think so. But we follow all that. So those two, the dishonest and the traitor, are the ones we are targeting. The mistake makers, we can counsel them and show them how to do things. Because if we are to punish all the mistake makers, we will have nobody to work with.